Have you ever tried baking a cake with H2O? That is water. We have different variations of baking a cake, that is using an oven, a stove top, that is placing in salt or sand in your aluminum pot and baking the cake. And also, there is a very simple and easy way to cook your cake, that is steamed cake, which requires only H2O, that is water, and it's going to bake perfectly fluffy and it's going to turn out amazing. Wow. Moist, decadent, delicious, not too dry, it's moist. This is my first time making the cake, and as you can see, it's quite fast and easy to bake, because in a matter of around 30 to 40 minutes, you'll have some cake to enjoy in the morning or as brunch. This is the simplest recipe that you're going to find out there. So you'll need some all-purpose flour, vanilla essence, buttermilk, sugar, cocoa powder. I have some baking powder, baking soda, an egg, neutral cooking oil, and coffee. So you're going to start off by prepping up your tin. This is a 6-inch tin. You can use a sufuria if you don't have a small tin to bake this small cake, which is going to turn out very fluffy, delicious, and moist. So I've buttered the tin and spread flour so that the cake doesn't stick. Now we'll move to our pot, which we're going to be using to steam our cake. It has a lid, and on the inside I have a wire rack. Is it a rack? You can tell me in the comment section the name for this. And my pot is empty, but you're going to be adding in water. I'm going to add in 2 cups of water to my pot, then I'm going to place in my metallic rack. I'm using a non-stick pot for the recipe. You can also use an aluminum pot, and you can also place in 3 stones inside the pot so that you can place your baking tin or sufuria. The recipe is very much customizable. So I'm going to cover my pot, then over medium-low flame, I'm going to wait for the water to come to a boil, which is going to take around 2 minutes. Then I'm going to be preheating my pot ready to bake. Into your bowl, you're going to add in your all-purpose flour, add in sugar, baking cocoa, baking powder, baking soda. Then I'm going to add in 1.5 grams of Nescafe, that is instant coffee. Mix in the dry ingredients until fully combined. If you can't find some good quality baking cocoa, you can simply buy the cocoa from the supermarket. Not drinking chocolate, the cocoa, the one that's bitter from the supermarket. The instant coffee is going to enhance that chocolate flavor into the cake. So baking powder and baking soda are all raising agents. So what happens is, if you have some acid in your cake, the baking soda is going to react with it, hence you're going to get some fluffy cake. So it's time for the wet ingredients, and I have my buttermilk, which I'm going to add in. If you don't have some buttermilk and you have some fresh milk in the house, you can add in a teaspoon of lemon or a teaspoon of white vinegar. Crack in 1 large egg, add some vanilla essence, measure out a 1/4 cup of cooking oil, that is neutral cooking oil. Then I'm going to whisk up everything until I have a batter. Scrape the bottom of the bowl to make sure all the dry and wet ingredients are getting fully combined. And once you have a batter, it's time to check on your pot. So my pot has come to a boil. And as you can see, the water is not above the wire rack, because if you add in too much water, the cake is going to absorb in moisture. So now I'm going to pick my pan. Transfer in the butter. Tap on the countertop to remove any excess air pockets in the batter. Then I'm going to wrap up with foil. My oven is already preheated, so now I'm going to place in my cake carefully. Then I'm going to cover. Bake the cake over medium-low flame for around 40 to 45 minutes or until you insert a skewer and it comes out clean. A skewer or a toothpick or even a fork. So the reason I've covered with the foil is so that water droplets don't get in the cake. So yeah, it's perfect to go and I can't wait to check out the outcome. If you happen to have some steamer in the house, it's also perfect for this recipe because it's a steamed cake. As your cake is baking, don't open the lid because this is the same as the usual oven. If you open, the cake is going to sink and you won't get that perfect outcome. It's been around 30 minutes and the water has evaporated. So I'm going to cook further or bake further for around 10 more minutes using the hot steam from the pot. Ten minutes later, I'm going to check on my cake. Be very careful because the pot is super hot. This is the water droplets I was talking about. So carefully, I'm going to remove the foil. And wow, just look at that. So I'm going to insert a skewer in the middle of the cake, and as you can see, we have no wet butter. So the cake is perfectly baked and it's looking so gorgeous. So now I'm going to grab a kitchen towel. I'm going to transfer my cake on my countertop. Remove the rack, which I'm going to use to cool down the cake. So the cooling time is going to be around 10 minutes. Then I'm going to invert the cake so that it can cool completely. I'm super excited to see the inside because the cake is looking so fluffed up. I can't wait for the cake to cool completely because I'm super excited to see the inside. So I'm going to use a serrated knife and cut myself a piece of this gorgeous cake. And wow, just look at that. I love the crumb texture. It's looking very moist because once you press in, the cake springs right back up. As you've seen, this is a recipe absolutely worth trying because it needs only 8 ingredients, which you're going to find listed in the description box. A pot, water, and a wire rack on the inside or stones. And the cake is going to turn out fluffy, delicious, chocolatey, and very decadent. You can decorate the cake. If it's a birthday or if you're feeling like not decorating just like me, you can enjoy this over a cup of coffee, tea, or milk. Catch you on my next episode.